Hi Cancer, how's it going? I hope you're doing awesome today. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn. I'm going to be doing a general reading for you today, a Celtic cross spread. So we'll pull 10 tarot cards with this deck and 1 oracle card with this deck. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. If you get any insight, guidance, confirmation, clarification, if you would please like, share, subscribe, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Your first message out, Cancer, is inner peace. So I'll leave that right there. We'll read that at the very end, okay? Inner peace will be your last message. And now we'll do some let's pull your Celtic cross spread. I'm going to pull 10 cards and then I'll go through them individually with you, okay? So your first card is the Empress, the Mother. This card represents your current situation. Your second card represents what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation or what you're celebrating. You have the Five of Wands reversed. When a card comes out reversed, it just means you're getting extra protection from Spirit, okay? Your foundation message is the King of Cups. Your past message is the Five of Pentacles reversed. Your immediate future card is Seven of Swords. The outcome you desire most in your situation is the Eight of Swords reversed. Your self-image card, how you see yourself, let me just move this, sorry, is Four of Wands. Then your environment card, or how others see you in your situation, is the Merlin reversed, or the Hermit. Your hopes and fears, Five of Swords reversed. And then your future is the Fool reversed. Okay, very good. So your first card out is the Empress. This is a major arcana. It came out upright. This card represents your current situation. Okay, so this card is all about motherhood. It's a card of fertility, balance, contentment, pleasure, abundance, fertility. It's a card of nurturing, creativity, femininity, nature, renewal, balance, fullness. It could represent pregnancy. This card shows a time of natural growth, okay? Your role is to nurture without forcing or neglecting. Pay attention to where you are in your project or situation and take the proper steps. There's great potential for abundance if good care is given. This could require action on your part, or it could require a time of waiting. You're in a position of nurturing someone else or several others, either caring for children or the sick. Maybe you're being supportive of a spouse or a friend that's in need. This card could also refer to a pregnancy or the desire for a pregnancy. Spirit is saying it's appropriate for you to be nurturing now because you have the inner strength and ability to do so without depleting yourself, okay? There's a strong feminine energy at work when this card comes out. The Empress represents a mother figure and a representative of the traditional female role, okay? The Empress is a creative force that works for harmony. She brings disparate things together, reconciling differences like someone running a household needs to do, okay? This is a card of emotional control and congeniality. It can refer to the way It can refer to your emotional and physical resources for nurturing, healing, feeding, supporting other people. Maybe there's a situation in your life where love and nurturing are required either by yourself or someone else. This card could also refer to the way you were mothered, because the first and most significant relationship you form is with your mother. And this relationship has a direct bearing on all subsequent relationships. Okay? And then what's crossing you, or what's challenging you, or your situation, or what you're, it could be, or what you're celebrating, is the Five of Wands reversed. This is Leo energy. So this card is all about depletion. It's a card of conflict. It's a card of trickery. And you have the Seven of Swords coming up soon, and that's a card of trickery too. So I would make a note of that, okay? The Five of Wands reversed is about avoiding conflict, respecting each other's differences, an end of conflict. It's a card of arguments, truces. Spirit is talking about harmony again, peace again. Okay. Remember your oracle card, inner peace. This is a card of peace. It's a card of release, avoidance, tension. It's a card of disputes. It's a card of inner conflict. This card suggests that this is a fight that you shouldn't get involved in. Assess your motives and competition before running in. It could also mean that a competition is less than honorable, or it could represent one that turns ugly, okay? Disputes, litigation, trickery, depletion. Spirit saying you must change and adapt to different and difficult circumstances. New competition may be cutthroat, dishonest, or underhanded. There could be litigation to resolve disputes, and your public image may suffer. Don't get involved in questionable or risky practices at this time, and really be careful who you trust. Okay, then your foundation message is the King of Cups. The basis of your situation or foundation is the King of Cups. This could be you or someone in your life, or a situation. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, mostly Scorpio. The King of Cups is someone who's very grounded, in control, compassionate. He could represent your spirit guide. This could represent a good father, a good husband, a good partner. If this is you, Cancer, Spirit is saying you have balance between your head and heart. You're emotionally balanced. It can represent a mature, compassionate man, someone who's calm, caring, friendly, or woman, diplomatic, wise, responsible, respected, generous, family-oriented, devoted. He could represent an advisor or a counselor in your life. A father figure, your own father, or someone who fills that role for you. He could also signify an older man with whom you either have or want a romantic relationship with. Whether he's a friend, advisor, or lover, he is utterly trustworthy, independent, can be relied upon to come through for you when you need him. And if this king doesn't represent an actual person, it could indicate a situation that is favorable, especially in an artistic pursuit, okay? Grounded, affectionate, kind, honorable. Maybe it's your father in spirit. If your father has passed on, this is your father showing up in your reading. Then your fourth card is the Five of Pentacles. This card, it came out reversed. This card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. Taurus energy. You're making positive changes. Spirit is saying you're recovering from some kind of loss. It's a card of forgiveness for yourself, for others. You're making progress. You're paying off debts. Your health is improving. You're feeling welcomed. This card represents the end of hardship. It's a positive change, becoming financially secure. Maybe you're letting go of relationships. You're being accepted. Your relationships are improving. Charity, overcoming adversity, forgiveness for you, forgiveness for someone else. It could represent spiritual poverty. You're being advised to get your house in order financially. Cut your losses any way you can to avoid further deterioration of your finances. If you're in debt, focus on getting it paid off as best as you can. Be careful of any future investments and do not take any risks at this time, okay? This card also is asking you to seek help and take advantage of opportunities to turn your situation around, if that resonates with you. And then this, remember I mentioned about the sneaking about or trickery. This is your next message, that your fifth card, you have the Seven of Swords. This card represents your immediate future, what's likely to happen very soon in your life. It's Aquarius energy. This card is about trickery, mental manipulation, cheating, deception, compromising for the greater good. It's risky behavior. Spirit keeps talking about risky behavior, so I would make a note of that for sure. Lies, scheming, strategy. An enemy may be masquerading as a friend, but you're able to transform the situation. You have a sharp wit. You're very resourceful, diplomatic, flexible. Be flexible, Spirit is saying. Be strategic. Unexpected misfortunes, unexpected setbacks. Someone is getting away with something. They're acting strategically. It could represent theft, okay? This card indicates the potential for thievery, sneaking about, trickery. Someone involved in this situation has decided to use subterfuge to achieve their goals, which may or may not be honorable. A strategic plan has been devised and enacted and will likely be successful, at least as a means to an end. Okay? Your immediate futures, what's likely to happen very soon in your life. But again, Spirit is saying you have the upper hand. You have the upper hand over a tricky situation, but still exercise caution. Discretion and discrimination are required, as are diplomacy and maybe even evasive tactics. This card urges caution in all dealings. Secretive action or indirect communications may be occurring behind your back. Be careful of being overconfident. You may appear to be on top now, but if you know, it could. Don't be too cocky, Spirit is saying, okay? But you do have the upper hand. And then the outcome that you desire most in your situation is the Eight of Swords reversed. Gemini energy. This is a card of clarity, feeling empowered, surrendering, release. Again, releasing negative thoughts, freedom, self-acceptance, taking control. Taking control. You are a survivor. It's a card of difficulty, opposition. The feeling of entrapment is in your mind. You thought about things in such a way that they become traps and dangers, but either they aren't real or they aren't what you've made them out to be. Okay? But yeah, self-acceptance, self-limiting beliefs. It's a card of having a new perspective. Your inner critic is on overdrive. You're facing your fears, releasing negative thoughts. You're open to a new perspective. This card is reversed, is warning you that what is wrong, what is already wrong, can get worse, or a difficult situation may be approaching. So make sure all your affairs are in the best possible order. For example, if you've been putting off paying your taxes, getting insurance, settling some legal matter, take care of it right away, because your well-being depends on using your head and preparing for unexpected emergencies. Okay? New perspective, self-acceptance, surrender. You have clarity. This is a card of clarity. Then your self-image card, how you see yourself, is the Four of Wands upright. So the Four of Wands is Aries energy. This card is all about stability, harmony. Spirit's talking about harmony 3 times now. Community. So you have something to celebrate. It's a card about feeling welcome again, homecoming, coming home, prosperity, teamwork, peace again, success, reward, blessings, happiness, romance. A sense of belonging, a happy family. It's a reunion. It's a party. But yeah, it's mostly about stability here. The Four of Wands. You're enjoying pleasure and prosperity, reaping the rewards that you've earned. Your finances are in good shape. You're in harmony with your environment and the people in it. You've shown the world who you truly are and what you can achieve, and now it's time for celebration and good times. The Four of Wands is an extremely positive card. It indicates that your efforts to establish a project, business, or other endeavor are successful. Your position is secure and comfortable, and now you can relax and enjoy life. It's a time of respite and rejoicing. Okay, yeah, celebrations. Whatever you've been working on is showing good signs of success. So take a moment to revel in it. Things are looking so well that maybe you can use some of your gains to lay a foundation for your future, whether it's building a house, expanding your business, investing, or maybe even getting married. Then your environment, or how others see you in your situation. You got the Merlin, which is the Hermit. It came out reversed. So this is Virgo energy. This is a card that talks about rejection, returning to society, being reclusive, being antisocial, feeling restrictive, withdrawal, loneliness, isolation, feeling like you've lost your way, being paranoid, recluse. This card warns of withdrawing too much or for too long or for the wrong reasons, spending time alone in order to avoid people, putting off making decisions, or procrastinating. Spirit is saying it's not going to serve you well at this time, okay, in this case. So Spirit is saying time to return back to society. And also maybe you're keeping really busy, which can be a form of denial. Maybe you've been putting off giving yourself the solitude that you need to sort out your life and the issues that you are confronting. It's time for you to engage in self-reflection, revisit your goals, associations, relationships, career, and life path. You might want to withdraw to think things through. Stop avoiding it. Then your hopes and fears, what you hope for and fear the most in your situation. You have the Five of Swords. Fives represent change, okay? The Five of Swords is Aquarius energy. This is a card of resentment. It's a card of having a desire to reconcile. It's a card of having a desire to forgive. Reconciliation. It's a card of resolution, compromising. It's also a card of revenge, regret, remorse. They're talking about cutting losses again. Past resentments, making amends. It's a peaceful resolution. You're moving on. You're releasing stress. You're compromising. You're communicating. This card's talking about risking everything again. Five of Swords reversed. So your hopes and fears, your losses have hit you hard, and you're in a state of great unhappiness. You feel hurt, betrayed, angry, discouraged, but only you can pull yourself out of your misery. Maybe you feel confused about why the crisis occurred, but deep down you know the reasons. You just don't want to face them. This card could suggest an empty victory that was not worth the energy and consequences. Okay, humiliation, shame, releasing stress, ending conflict, surrendering to challenges, not heeding warnings, overcoming challenges, releasing stress, major sacrifice, moving on, peaceful resolution, relentless. And then your future, if all is to remain as is the Fool card reversed. This card is about being taken advantage of, taking risks again, risk taking, holding back, being careless, foolish, negligent, being distracted, naive, gullible. It's a card of apathy again. There's a lack of faith, a lack of hope, a lack of fun, being irrational. Making a foolish decision. Maybe you're so focused on your future or your dreams that you're unaware of the danger signs right around you. Take time to look around you, heeding signals that will help you make a wise choice. Okay? Make sure you're not being reckless or being taken advantage of, or the time for independent action may not be right. You must discriminate between your dreams of going off on an adventure and leaving everything behind and reality. You know that saying, don't quit your day job? It could apply here. This is not to say that what you want to do is invalid, only that you must consider all of the pros and cons carefully. And then to tie your reading all together is your oracle message, inner peace. Okay, so the message with this card, Spirit is saying, is Spirit wants you to know, Cancer, that inner peace is your birthright. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Inner peace is your birthright. Tranquility occurs when you realize that your life is unfolding according to divine planning. Serenity isn't something you have to work for or search for. It already exists within you. To find this inner peace, simplify your life. Spend time in nature. Listen to the messages of your soul. True peace transcends fear and connects you intimately to the Creator. Breathe deeply and fully, knowing that all is well. Okay, Cancer, so that is your reading. If this reading resonated with you, if you could please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. Take good care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.